To perform the explosive sidekick requires a lot of conditioning, flexibility, and the right timing. If you're going to apply this, when you're working with someone at home or if you're sparring, you have to do this when somebody's initiating an attack. What I teach is the explosive edge. I use a lot of torque and a lot of power with my heels. If I were to come in and say, here I come, he's just gonna sidestep the angle and he's going to counter me, very simple. So yeah, you wouldn't use it at that range. The internet is very well saturated with a lot of opinions, and that's why it's very confusing. I understand that, but so right here in this video, I just want to be able to share some things that have worked for me that make this more effective. The question would be, what method would you use to effectively perform this in sparring and in practical self-defense? So something like this, if I were to kick Coulter, and once again, I bring the knee up. By the time my foot is here, and I don't want to go here. I want to be able to do it at the same time. And by the time I bring the knee up, you get that explosive power. To perform the explosive sidekick, we're going to take a few exercises that will help you make this effective.
Prior to any rigorous impact, you want to make sure you warm up appropriately. That means that you're stacking on elements through this entire process, keeping your body warm, making sure your body is hydrated, stretching your tendons, your joints, your hips. These matter when you're ready to make impact. That way you can perform effectively. When your body has to do quick change in motion, you're utilizing an entire neural system in your body to do this. So that way you advance effectively. So regardless of age, it doesn't matter who you are, beginner, advanced, especially middle-aged like me, this is very important. Just make sure that you're targeting the right functionality of what you're going to do with your kicks. This will help you maintain accuracy as your partner holds the focusment steady. Gauges the distance that you're at, make sure you're hitting the target correctly. You can kind of see where your foot is landing and what appropriate extension you're using off of that leg.
All right, again, squeeze the knees. Go this way. See, that's opening, squeezing. One more. That's better. I think the problem with this is the recovery. There you go. One more. As you notice, he is pivoting his supporting foot. Now, all you need to do is try to get it to where you just use it as a horse kick. You'll see a spiraling effect for power. Yeah, I feel that one. I'll just center it. There you go. Good. Just your rear foot first. Don't move your front. There you go. If I'm going to take a step, I'm taking it to that extreme. And this is where we need a lot of room. Because, I mean, you're talking about distance. Like right here, I don't need to take the other step. But from this position, I want to be able to step, launch. This is like my launching pad. And by the time I hit to this point, I'm going to release it there. Wrong way.
As an example, you can hit very hard with this horizontal plane, but when you focus on a vertical position with your foot, you'll see that you can make deeper impact while you're digging your heel into it.
Once one makes impact, here at this point, that's where it's dangerous. You either have to be fully committed, but here, I'm able to come back in position because this is like you're turning your back and you're violating principle of structure because you're throwing a kick out. Now the principles have changed to just foundation of your tool just to extend it out. Whereas principle here is I'm always stable. So if you were to attack, striking, if you haven't at least kicked back there a little bit, if you're still there, I would probably get to the point where I'm going boom, and I'm staying at this distance. Watch, you do it to me at the range that I'm at. A little closer, extend, extend. Yeah, if somebody catches you, they're able to drive you in. Even bridge this one, or even see you bridge and go in. So if you came in and you did make impact, I go boom. I should be about this point, so you can come in to counter. Because you have to imagine that. I mean, if you ever hit somebody like that, for real, it knocks the wind out of them. So once you hit them, it's like this. You should be able to drive it through, yeah. Gives you enough recovery time to do it. So often people are like always talking, okay. Well, he's just not gonna stand there. Of course not. It just depends on somebody's structure. Let's say if I was a bigger dude, you kicked me, it didn't faze me, I'm just gonna run over you. If I was just a maniac, we're taking sport out of it all completely. Now swinging, he probably will drop, There you go, more. Even if you have to just pivot back like that, there you go, more. There you go, that's it. So now, if I was engaging, there you go. So here is 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4 to the head. So at any point in time, I'm not just gonna stop there, that you always have something that you can work with to counterattack your assailant. What I would like to do is when I train the side kick, or the heel kick for that matter, because I end up shifting it more, is to use maximum range, maximum power, and then elevate my leg or lower my leg based off of that training. So I use it as a supplemental method to perform my kicks even more effective. So for instance, I'm not always gonna say, okay, just because I train the side kick that I always have to perform that one. It's just making me better in these levels. So every time he's trying to come in, that I'm able to strike and still continue with whatever method I need to subdue my opponent. So this helps. And in action, in full range of action, I wouldn't just go one attack. It's more, he comes in, and I'm always firing right at him. So just to give you an indicator about how you could use this in self-defense, if I was distracted here in front of me and there is something here, then I'm able to at least bring my knee up to fully extend. And by this time, I'm firing in and evading the other attack. If we're looking at multiple attacks, right? If we're just looking at self-defense, you have to understand the variance around it, or the variables. Your surroundings are gonna tell you what actions you should be taking. First of all, you should be escaping the situation if there's multiple attackers. Don't stay in center. But if there is a situation you can't hit to the top of the leg, or let's say you are going to go into a side kick, you can fire in there. But just remember that anytime you kick above the waist, it's gonna give you less time to recover. And so if you do, just make sure you drive your foot down. Anytime there's a kick, drive it down till you hit. It's not staying like here, it's too long. It's here. So that's what I mean. All right, so I hope that helps you learning the side kick and making sure that you become effective at it. If you have any further questions, feel free to comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. It will just help me raise more content for you, and then I'll be able to dig in a little deeper on the side kick. Till then, stay explosive.